Making Moves podcast, where we talk relocating and real estate in the Dominican Republic. I'm your host, Josie Sells DR, and today we are filming part one of our two-part Laguna City series. I am joined today by the beautiful Alena. Alena is the head of legal for the entire community of Sosua Ocean Village, which is one of the most desirable oceanfront communities here on the north coast of the DR. So that makes her the most knowledgeable person on today's topic, which is Laguna City. We have been hyping this project up for the last week or two, and now we are finally going to dive deep into the ins and outs of this amazing investment opportunity. So, Alena, I was just telling you, a lot of people I interview, I know them personally and I know a lot about them, but with you, this is like basically our first time meeting today.
Yes, that's true.
So I'm really excited to not only learn about this project from you, but to also hear your story and see what kind of brought you to the Dominican Republic and to Sosua Ocean Village specifically. So can you just start off by introducing yourself and telling us what brought you to the Dominican Republic?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. Very excited to be here. As we are all excited to talk about Laguna City as the new upcoming development in Sosua Ocean Village. So my name is Alena. I've been in the Dominican Republic for the last 17 years.
Wow.
So I basically came here to when Sosua Ocean Village just started. So, and it was a virgin piece of land. There was nothing yet, and since then we've come a long way.
Wow, and where did you come from? Where are you from?
I'm from Russia originally,
Wow.
yes, but
Okay.
for the last 17 years I'm Dominican.
Yeah.
So we live where you vacation, guys. Come over here.
That's right, amazing. Okay, so let's talk about Laguna City. Can you just briefly touch on what the project entails, what it's going to look like?
Laguna City is going to be a huge new development in Sosua Ocean Village. It's our next big step. We've been here for a long period of time already, so we have also a earned reputation of being a safe, gated community, which is welcoming all people from all over the world. You could see on our website that we even have the count of how many % of our owners are from different parts of the world.
Oh, cool.
North America, of course, is leading in this count, and also Spanish-speaking countries, Dominican Republic leading there, and but also we have lots of people from Europe and all parts of the world, even Africa, and if I'm not mistaken, Asia.
Wow, amazing. So we're a global community. I love it.
Global community, that's
Cool.
true. So it all started as a residential community with a special focus on families, with children.
Okay.
And we continue our development moving from mostly being villa-based community to another whole experience of having a city. That is why we are calling it Laguna City.
Yes.
It's going to be 27 buildings,
Okay.
4-storied buildings, 1-bedrooms and studios, grouped in 3, and it will have overall 513 units.
Amazing. Okay, yeah, so we walked the land this morning. We actually walked the site this morning. It's huge. It's a huge project. You said it was around 150,000 square meters total, right?
Only for Laguna City.
Just for Laguna City, yeah, not
Yeah.
SOV, but just Laguna City. And one thing that's really cool is it's on this island. It's designed to be kind of on an island with the laguna around it, right? And within that island, so you have the buildings kind of surrounding it, and in the middle, there's this amazing common area that is supposed to basically replicate like a Central Park type
Exactly.
running area, common area with like benches and barbecues, and it's awesome. That's great. There is nothing else like that on the North Coast right now.
Totally.
Yeah.
And this development per se, I think, is one of a kind on the North Coast.
Yes, it is.
And this was exactly, you mentioned that we were inspired by the Central Park theme,
Yeah.
and also it has a special meaning because when you have so many buildings with multiple units, we are always thinking about how our potential customers will feel, both property owners and the renters. So that they don't feel cramped and they don't feel that they are on each other's heads.
Yeah.
And so you have this spacious island which
Yes.
separates one building from another one which is on the other side.
Yes.
And it also serves the purpose of doing what you like, going jogging, playing with your kids. There will be playgrounds, there will be barbecue areas, there will be probably a cafeteria. So this will be a space to jog, go on a bike, go on an electric scooter maybe, not the big scooters, like the kids' scooters.
one.
So we keep everything safe.
Yeah.
And so this will be a place to enjoy.
That's amazing. They're really like, if you've walked in, Sosua or Cabarete, there really is no just long stretch of sidewalk even that you can just go and do these things that a lot of people really enjoy doing.
That's so true. We made a special point of that too. Throughout the whole community, we have lots of walking pedestrian areas,
Yes.
because this is what you sometimes lack here in the Dominican Republic, that you want just to go out and be safe, but be able to go for a long walk.
Exactly. I remember when we first moved here and my youngest was 9 months old and we brought a stroller here thinking that we could actually use a stroller. There's nowhere to push a stroller. You can't push it in the sand, and there's no real sidewalks or like walkable stretches to push it unless you want to push it like on the road. So that's great. That's a really great amenity to have. Are there any other amenities besides the central area and the walking paths? Like, are there going to be pools for the condos, swimming pools?
Yes, sure. So every 3 buildings will have their 2 pools, one for adults and one for kids.
Okay.
And besides that, Laguna City is in close proximity to Laguna Park, which is already an existing entertainment park.
Exactly.
And your kids can enjoy the whole day, the water, the slides, and just being there.
Yes.
And besides, the property owners in Laguna City can enjoy all the benefits of the Sosua Ocean Village community, which is this beautiful place, Santa Fe.
Yes, exactly. That's what I want to touch on, is that this isn't just a brand new up-and-coming project. This is just an addition to an already amazing, like you won't find amenities like this anywhere else, amazing communities. So you have access to Santa Fe, like another backdrop that looks fake but is real. Restaurant Maria, the 2 water parks, the tennis courts, the basketball courts, the 2-story, like most beautiful gym, the Gold's Gym, original Gold's Gym. So many amenities here that you get access to when you invest in Laguna City.
And as property owners, you get the benefits such as discounted to all these amenities, as they are open to public, but we do prefer our property owners to have these special benefits.
Right, amazing. Okay, so one thing I wanted to ask is, this entire project is studios and 1-bedroom apartments only.
Yep.
So I wanted to kind of pick your brain a little bit into what the reasoning was behind just having the studios and 1-bedrooms.
I know it might sound a little bit controversial because we are a family-oriented community, but lately we've seen a huge market for 1-bedroom and studios.
Okay.
And of course it's the price point, because obviously you can get a 1-bedroom, or it's the amount that you invest, right? So it's more accessible.
Right.
And we've seen also as the history of the North Coast goes, we do not have here so many all-inclusive hotels, right? So we have here like winter birds, people who come to spend their winter or who come to spend their vacation with the kids. And they don't really, many times, they don't really need a huge place.
Right.
They just need a place to be there and enjoy and travel all around the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
And of course, maintenance-wise, it's an easier load for them. And also, this is a place that is also a good potential investment for renting.
Yes, it is.
So everybody wins in this situation.
I actually talked about that in my last episode, was that because there is no all-inclusive resorts here kind of taking over the market, these like 1-bedroom and studio condos that kind of act like hotel rooms in a way.
Exactly.
They're in high demand, so it makes sense now why you chose to go that route.
And in case you just don't, you feel you need more space, you could always buy 2 units, one next to each other, and then you can rent one and stay in one.
Yes.
And then if you come with other members of family, you can occupy both 2 studios. Everyone has their own kitchen, and you can still share and still have your own space.
Yes, meet at the pool and then just go back and have your space. Awesome. So what makes Sosua Ocean Village as a whole a desirable investment opportunity?
I would say Sosua Ocean Village has been for the last many years, one of the development that the most fastly developing community.
I agree.
And we always make sure that we practice what you preach, right? So we don't promise things before you buy and then fulfill them. We are always on point with all the amenities. We invest in the amenities. You can see the amenities. For example, in Laguna City, we are currently already working on the island before we even started the construction, before we break ground.
Yes.
And the island will be the first thing that will be finished. So this is something that is important to people who come from other countries, and we totally understand that, to see that you're not making an investment on something which is only on the plans. You see already the investment that's being done, and you know that when you will get the keys to your unit, this is already there.
Right.
And the island of Laguna City is potentially finished by the end of August 2023.
Okay.
And the first buildings will be finished by the end of the first quarter 2024.
Right. Yes.
So people who will be moving in 2024 will have already the amenities.
The amenities there. Amazing. So phase 1 is 3 buildings, right?
Yes.
19 units each, so 57 units total for
Total.
phase 1.
Yes,
Awesome.
and of course we are very much focused on safety, and
Yes.
it's a family-oriented community, as I said already. We know that many of our property owners and tenants, they have kids, and kids have lots of playgrounds to be there, to play outside with their friends, which is very important, because you don't get that many places to do that.
No, you don't.
Restaurants are fine, beach is excellent, but then just to go out and play with your friend, you don't necessarily need to tell your parent, go take me to the beach.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to go take me to the movie theater.
Yeah.
You just go out and play with your friends.
That's how I grew up. We would just, you just play
Exactly.
outside with your friends until the sun goes down, and that's how
Exactly.
we were raised. So.
And parents are feeling comfortable about that, because they know that they won't be hurt, and they feel safe.
Yeah. No, the security here is some of the best that I've personally seen on the entire island. Like, it's tight. It's good. They're on top of it.
Yes, and we have the access points. Then we have we implement the access cards, and there is video surveillance.
Yeah.
Then we do try to keep it as organized as possible, so everyone feels safe.
Right. Amazing. And so just to briefly touch on the units themselves, so we have the 1 bedroom, and then we have the 2 sizes of studios. What are the square footage of each of those units?
Okay, I'm more comfortable in square meters.
Square meters, sorry. Square meters.
I haven't been able yet
No,
to do this
go by square
calculation
meters here.
in my
I
mind.
should've said that,
Yeah, I'm sorry. So 1 bedrooms are 59 square meters.
Okay.
Bigger studios are 46 square meters, and smaller studios are 41 square meters.
The price point for the smaller studios are starting at 109.
Yes,
109,000
correct.
USD,
Yes.
and then the 1 bedrooms are starting at 150,000 USD for the ground floor units, and then they get a little bit incrementally more expensive for the top floor units. Okay, and can you briefly touch on Comptoir and the benefits of this incentive from a buyer's perspective?
Sure. Comptoir is what we call commonly Comptoir is the governmental law that does provide certain benefits to the developers in the Dominican Republic that are focused on developing touristic areas. And these benefits also apply to the first buyers from the developer,
Right.
which is obviously a benefit for our future property owners. We've already had Comptoir, and we're working on extension on the Comptoir for this new development, which is work in progress, and we're doing our best to get that. And the most important benefits of Comptoir are the exemption of the 3% transfer tax for the title in the name of the future property owner, and also the exemption of the yearly property tax till the comfort tour lasts.
Right, and
So
it's usually a 15-year period?
it's usually a 15-year period,
Okay.
yes. So what we are looking at, if everything goes smoothly, is that we are going to have this 15-year period.
Amazing.
Starting soon.
So owners will be, hasn't been confirmed, but it's in progress to be exempt from the 3% title transfer tax and the 1% yearly property tax for up to 15 years.
Yes.
Which is huge. That's amazing.
Of course, yes.
Yeah. Okay, and then the other thing I wanted to touch on, which is an amazing opportunity that is not very common here, is the developer financing that you provide. So can you just talk about what the terms are for developer financing and what, you know, a foreigner, somebody from Canada or the United States or Europe or Russia would need to qualify for that developer financing?
That's also a very good point that to demonstrate that as a community, we are a very strong community. We offer developer financing for Laguna City is for up to 5 years. 50% down, 50% finance for 5 years with 6.5 annual interest rate.
Okay.
And this is something that, that can also assure our property owners that the financing of the whole community is here in place, so you don't need to worry about that.
Amazing.
Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing developer financing.
Exactly.
And also, we found that this is sometimes a necessary tool because many of our buyers are from other countries.
Yeah.
And sometimes the all this document process with the banks can be a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
And so what we require obviously is what's required by the law, which the property owners will need to fill out certain forms
Okay.
and to comply with what's required by the government about the funding source and about their background.
Okay.
And but otherwise it's a no-brainer.
Pretty simple. It's a lot easier than getting a mortgage through the bank.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Okay, what have I not asked you yet? Okay, so how will Laguna City specifically differ from the other subdivisions within Ocean Village?
Well, when we started developing with the condos. We had our 9 buildings of condos that were built first.
Yeah.
And then we switched on to what was in demand in those years, villas. Villas and lots for construction of villas. We do have some, they were running out of them, guys, so we do have several lots still for sale. And that's what we've been doing lately. So we have several subdivisions, as you mentioned, Villas Marinas, Las Palmas, Campo del Mar 2, Campo del Mar 3, Campo del Mar 4. So it's a big scale community.
Yeah.
Then recently we switched back to the condos, where the demand goes, we go. And we finished
So Esmeralda was kind of like your trial, and you saw how quickly that sold out, how that was in extremely high demand, and you're like, if that's what's in demand, let's just make 500 of them.
Exactly,
Awesome.
and do it nicely.
Yes, of course. Amazing. Okay, and then phase 1 is expected to be completed when, roughly?
Probably by the end of the second quarter, 2024.
Okay.
So it's something that we are working on to break ground in the next several months. And we are in the process of getting everything ready, basically. So we're already doing lots of work which is behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But as soon as we break ground,
Yeah,
this
but
will be...
it's exciting because when you actually go to the site, like there's paths going in, everything is already starting to make progress. It's not just this big piece of land with trees on it that hasn't even been cleared. So it's exciting to actually show people what's already been in progress. So.
There will be lakes on the island. There will be this slow river with running water around the island. There will be bridges from every phase to the island so that you can just walk from your building to the island. And this will be a very, very, very nice development.
Yeah. So unique, so amazing. Nothing else like it right now. So really amazing opportunity, especially with the potential competitor and the developer financing and just this community in general and pre-construction in general. I've talked a little bit about pre-construction, but you're getting the lowest buy-in price for the customizability where you can, choose your floor, choose your unit. So there's huge benefits to buying something pre-construction. Awesome. Is there anything else you want to talk about in regards to SOV or Laguna City?
Well, I'm so happy to be part of this community,
Yeah.
both as someone who works here and who lives here.
You live here,
And I live here
exactly.
too. So my
Yes.
son has grown up here, and we are very happy to be part of this place.
Amazing.
So I would like to share this with everyone.
Yeah.
And welcome here in Sosua Ocean Village.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time and for providing so much value for our listeners and watchers today. We really appreciate it. I know you're so busy, especially right now. But yeah, if you got value from this episode, please share it. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them on the video below. And we will see you in next week's episode. Adios.
Bye.
Bye.